I love being audited. I honestly do. Why? Because as far as I'm concerned, I use audits to help me drive improvements in the organisation. I always have, whether that's an internal audit or an external audit. So I have, on occasion, been audited externally, either by group level directors and compliance teams or by external consultants for accreditation purposes. And one of the first things that I do when they come in and we do the meet and greet and we sit down, we have a bit of a familiarization talk, is I tell them everything that I'm struggling to improve. I tell them everything that's wrong, everything I would like to change, and I use them to help me drive through improvements. So I was working in one organization and it was financial services, fairly low risk. One of the main risks was business driving. The organisation, the top management just would not take its responsibilities for business drivers seriously. We had people driving hire cars, personal cars, and we had no licenses, we had no insurance, we had no MOTs, we had no idea if they had a licence, if the cars were fit for purpose, nothing. And we had no control, we had no policies on how long they could drive for, you know, what an acceptable distance. And we had some people driving 4 hours, doing an 8-hour day, driving 4 hours back because they wanted to get home again. It was just crazy. And well, I couldn't get them to see reason. They just said, listen, it's none of our business. You know, they're driving on their own license in their own car. It's none of our business. We're not in control of that. So that was my failure to persuade them, of course, but I used the audit to help me. So an auditor came in, he said, all right, how's it going? You know, what's the crack and all that kind of thing. And I said, well, you know, I'm really struggling with this business driving thing. And they went, oh, okay, tell me more. See, auditors love it when you give them something to start with, you know. So off he went, and he spent a full day just looking at business driving, and he spent 2 days looking at some other things. But in the management report, the auditor basically confirmed everything that I had said, that it actually was a major business risk. There was a potential legal liability there, both criminal and civil. And he made some recommendations on some common sense things, that we get some kind of policy in place and a basic system to ensure that we had authorized drivers and we collected some minimal documentation. And you know what? 3 months later, I had all that in. Why? Because I took this external auditor and I turned him around and I used him like a bow and arrow and poof, shot the problem that I needed fixing. So whenever you get an auditor in, even if it's like a BSI ISO 45001 audit, you know what? It's like, you get a non-conformance, good. Good. It's like, here's this thing I'm trying to fix. I can't get the health and safety committee working properly, or I can't get the business to train managers to do incident investigations. The incident investigations are not very good. It's like, you take your auditor and you go look at that for me. And then they put that in the report, issue with a non-conformance. And what do you have to do with a non-conformance? You have to fix it. There we go. So, absolutely love audits. Hope that's helpful anyway. Hope that helps you stop dreading the auditors. My name's Will Taylor. If you want to connect with me or follow my YouTube page, by all means do so. Look after yourselves. See you later.